Here's Matson and the Adayitano program. Harley Davidson of Guam. Visit our new showroom now located on Route 8 in Mighty. IP&E Fueling Excellence. McDonald's of Guam, I'm loving it. And King's Restaurant, located in Tamuning and Dededo. Always open, always local.
Ahead on primetime, a man is dead after a collision on back road. Plus, Eric Palacios is appointed as DEPCOR Deputy Director. And the Vice President of the United States stops by Guam. Carmen Victoria Chalahi was there and has the story.
Good evening, friends. And half a day, I'm Jason Salas. These are tonight's top stories. Well, Highway Patrol investigators were back on the scene today of Sunday's deadly crash that claimed the life of one man. Now, we first brought you the story on social media with the tragedy happening after an auto bus crash along the back road to Andersen Air Force Base. It happened just shortly before 5 on Sunday on Route 15 in Jigo. Police are saying the preliminary investigation shows a 2013 Starcraft bus was traveling on the southwest lane of Route 15 by the former Andersen South housing when the operator of a 2008 Hyundai Accent traveling in the opposite lane encroached onto the southwest lane. Both the bus and sedan collided with no passengers on the bus. The bus driver and the driver of the sedan were rushed to the Guam Regional Medical City in Dededo. The driver of the sedan, unfortunately, did not survive the incident. The case remains open as investigators have yet to determine if speed, drugs, or alcohol were factors in the crash. Elsewhere, a man is facing drug charges after the Mandanya Drug Task Force executed a search warrant at a home in the tri-village of Mongmong Totumaiti. Anthony Garcia has been charged with possession of a Schedule II controlled substance, with court documents stating during the search, authorities found a clear plastic bag containing the drug known as ice. Police say the small amount of drugs were inside a folded dollar bill resembling what authorities say is known as a druggist's fold. The suspect admitted to owning the drugs, and he was taken into custody. Now to the big story of today. It was a controversial appointment earlier this year at Guam Customs, and now Eric Palacios has been tapped to be the second in command at the Department of Corrections. This latest appointment comes just after a week after the administration confirmed DOC Deputy Jim McDonald was out. Here's Nick Delgado.
Leadership changes happening in the final weeks of the Calvo Tenorio administration.
And we had a void that we had to fill, very importantly because of the nature of the business up there in Department of Corrections.
Governor's Chief of Staff Mark Calvo speaking about the appointment of Eric Palacios to serve as Deputy of DOC. KUAM obtained a copy of the letter that Governor Eddie Calvo wrote to the newly appointed DEPCOR deputy, stating the Calvo Tenorio administration continues to face challenges both near and long term. Facing those challenges requires the collective efforts of the best minds who have the courage to make tough decisions for the good of all our people.
Well, the governor's been on record in the past having full faith and confidence in the management leadership qualities that Eric brings to the table.
As reported, Eric Palacios was appointed to head customs but was never confirmed by the legislature. News files show Public Safety Oversight Chair Senator Talina Nelson withheld the nomination due to various concerns, including an incident with butterfly knives he reportedly brought to Guam from the Philippines. The administration, however, standing firm on their decision.
Noted that Senator Nelson had some issue with Eric Palacios being director of customs. So we're still kind of puzzled by it, and even if it's the last 30, 45 days, I think the administration has, because of the lacking of replacement guards due to retirements and resignations. We couldn't leave that position open.
It doesn't make sense. They could have saved that money to improve the DOC.
Agania Heights Mayor Paul McDonald expressed concern with the appointment after confirming his brother, former DEPCOR Deputy Director Jim McDonald, was fired from the position.
My brother was offered to participate in the transition.
The transition, he says, of Governor-elect Lulian Guerrero.
And when Mark Calvo heard about it, he was upset. And he told him that it was his last day, the day they heard it. I guess it's politics, and if you want to play dirty, then I guess this is the dirtiest they can play. It's their loss.
However, Calvo argues it wasn't political. He says with DOC Director Tony Lamarena currently off island on medical leave, former prison deputy Kate Baltzar has been serving as acting director. That, along with nearly a dozen corrections officers deployed to help with relief efforts in the CNMI, he says there was no question about Palacios coming on board.
Couple that with Jim's unfortunate departure and the acting deputy or the acting director being appointed, having additional duties in PPS, we felt compelled. We had to fill that vacancy.
Though a vacancy that some question whether funds should have been used instead to pay officers their overdue overtime, an issue prison leaders say they are hoping to resolve this week.
We appreciate all that hard work. We'd like to make sure we're good for it at the end.
Now, in response to the appointment of Eric Palacios, Senator Tilina Nelson states in part, quote, "The men and women that work in these various law enforcement agencies deserve to be led by someone with extensive knowledge of these agencies. Because of this, I introduced 337 and 338, both of those bills, which would mandate cert qualifications for the directors of the Customs and Quarantine Agency and the Department of Corrections, respectively," quoting her. She also adds, "It's her sincere hope that she has her colleagues' support in passing these crucial bills at the next legislative session." Also tonight, it is his first visit to the territory as Vice President of the United States Mike Pence briefly stopped on Guam Sunday. But before leaving Andersen Air Force Base, the second in command of our country took the time to shake hands with a small group of local leaders as well as military troops. Our Carmen Victoria Terlahi was there and has this next report.
Security was tight on base, Secret Service escorting military personnel, their families, local media, and local dignitaries who eagerly waited for the arrival of Air Force Two. Landing on American soil just in time for sunset, Vice President Mike Pence and his wife and Second Lady Karen disembarked on Guam on Sunday. Shaking hands, he briefly spoke to Admiral Shoshana Chatfield, CNMI Governor Ralph Torres, and Guam Governor Eddie Pozacalvo.
I said, we are so far west that we're in the far east. So I made that little joke about it with him, how finally he's had an opportunity to visit here and he sees the distance.
Traveling quite the distance, the vice president spent the last few days on official business, attending the 33rd ASEAN Summit in Singapore, where Pence says he shares President Trump's vision for a, quote, free and open Indo-Pacific, just the day before announcing a new naval base in the works on Manus Island in Papua New Guinea. As Governor Calvo's time in office comes to a close, he says he encourages these talks of a new U.S. base and cooperation among Asian countries in the region amidst a rising China.
It's about reinforcement of America's treaties and shared responsibilities with places such as Australia, such as Japan, and such as South Korea. So there's consistency in that regard. The only thing that's changed now is a growing China, and both in terms of economic might and military might.
Vice President! Though he didn't speak to island media, he did make quite a landing on Air Force Two here at Andersen Air Force Base. The vice president eager to meet with military servicemen and their families.
I think there's a keen awareness of the importance of Guam as a strategic location, strategic territory, so important to the United States and so important to stability of the region. And also an awareness, hey, there's fellow Americans that are on the other side of the globe.
Local media was also excluded from hearing a speech to military troops. After his visit, the second in command took to Twitter, saying he was, quote, humbled by his visit to Guam, and they are heroes. We are grateful for their courage, their sacrifice, and everything they do for our nation. Reporting for Guam Seas Network, I'm Carmen Victoria Terlahi.
All right, Carm, thanks so very much. Great job on that story. Well, please stay tuned, everybody. We are going to take a break, but we will be back. Keep watching, keep streaming, because Prime Time continues after this.
There are more ways to experience Guam via KUAM News, giving you what you want, when you want, and how you want it. From smart devices, Alexa, what's in the news?
Here's your flash briefing.
Over the web, on mobile, on streaming platforms, with immersive, interactive formats, and via social media where it's more than just content, it's conversation. More ways to keep you informed and entertained whenever you want it, wherever you are, on whatever device you're using.
We value relationships because when we commit,
I love you guys until you're 80, until you're 90, until you're 100, forever.
We are in it for the long run, so you can enjoy the moments that matter. Because when we commit to relationships, We never stop caring. Calvo's Select Care, health care that is always there for you. Federal employees and annuitants enroll today.
These are our islands, and this is our Laddystone. This is what we stand for and who we are. For more than 35 years, we delivered connections that matter throughout the Marianas. First, via radio link, then by fiber optic cable. We launched the region's first 4G LTE network and continue to make our network faster and stronger. Telecommunications changed the way our islands interact with the world, but not the heart behind those interactions. IT&E. Explore your world.
Chuck E. Cheese's Guam is not all fun and games. Our pizza is delicious with the freshest toppings, oven baked to order. Try the fresh salad bar, sandwiches, and don't forget our mouth-watering wings. Come and eat at Chuck E. Cheese's Guam.
Everyone saves money on Black Friday, but at Cars Plus in Mighty, you can save all month long during our Black Friday sales event. Right now, save up to $10,500 on a new Ram 1500, or save up to $6,000 on a new Chrysler 300. How about a new Chrysler Pacifica? Save up to $4,000. Buy today and receive a Cars Plus value card, where you'll get 21 cents off per gallon at all Shell stations. Get great deals all month during Cars Plus Black Friday sales event. Cars Plus, driven by you.
More Guam news is straight ahead, but first, here's regional headlines with KSPN2 News in Saipan.
Half a day, Guam. Here's what's making news in the CNMI.
Thanks, Adriana. As of 6 a.m. this morning, casino operations have been temporarily shut down at Imperial Pacific Resort here in Garapan. And as you can see behind me, construction is still ongoing. But as for the employees inside the casino, they're without jobs. Mark Brown, the chairman for Imperial Pacific International, sent a letter to all employees that says, quote, Super Typhoon U2 left a trail of destruction on Saipan and Tinian. The natural disaster has been heart-wrenching because the storm left our beautiful islands looking like a war zone. The island-wide destruction affected personal property, our infrastructure, and the business community. Like so many others, Imperial Pacific International, LLC, was included in this trail of destruction. Unfortunately, the Saipan International Airport was not spared, suffering millions of dollars in damage and forcing authorities to close the airport except for emergency purposes. The airport's closure has put a complete halt on the tourist industry because commercial flights have been suspended until the airport is safe for commercial flights to resume again. Our company also suffered millions of dollars in unexpected damage, forcing us to make adjustments to ensure typhoon cleanup and repairs are done safely, so our employees and our development continues to be protected. Initially, once all the tourists left our islands, Imperial Pacific's management decided to have limited casino operation hours for 2 weeks, from November 2nd to November 15th, 2018. Essential employees were identified to work limited operation hour shifts, and non-essential employees were allowed to either take paid time off or voluntarily participate in the company-initiated community service program with a stipend allocation to help the community's recovery efforts. Over the past few weeks, management has undertaken an assessment on steps the company must take to survive the unforeseeable business effects of this natural disaster. Management has recently learned that although the Saipan International Airport is scheduled to resume normal operations soon, our previous experience with Typhoon Sodalor was that it took several weeks for the tourist population to normalize because tour packages were canceled, and it will take time to entice visitors to visit our typhoon-ravaged islands. In order to make necessary post-super typhoon repairs, and because management did not want to continue to keep the casino open, attracting only residents to patronize the casino, Imperial Pacific has made the difficult decision to temporarily shut down casino operations effective Friday, November 16th, 2018, until further notice. We hope our main industry, the tourism market, rebounds immediately after full airport operations so we can resume normal casino hours, end quote. The letter did not specify an exact date that the casino will be up and running again. Stay with KSPN2 as we will bring you updates as we receive them. Reporting, I'm Ashley McDowell.
Well, fresh off his victory from the elections up north, CNMI Governor Ralph Torres was on island this weekend, joining the One Marianas relief team on Saturday for a special ceremony at their office downtown. KUAM News recently went on a trip with the group to Tinian by boat to deliver relief supplies. The governor expressed his thanks to everyone involved in assisting all affected in the CNMI by Super Typhoon U2 almost a month ago.
seeing our brothers and sisters from here in Guam, just bringing all the goods to Tinian. It's a feeling that I can't describe. And I just want to say to Dr. Swasi, Dr. Marianas, really little help goes a long way.
The governor also showed appreciation to others who have been giving back to the CNMI. Now, we here at KUAM are continuing efforts to help those up north with our drive-through U2 drive set for Giving Tuesday on the 27th. From 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., you can drive up to the KUAM parking lot here in Harmon and drop off donations like batteries, butane gas, portable stoves, towels, and much more. We'll load them up into a van to deliver to the Ajuda Foundation, who will ensure it gets to the most needy. Now in Guam news headlines, the future leaders of our island on Saturday, 30 youth representatives were formally inaugurated into the 32nd Guam Youth Congress. The reps were sworn in at the Guam Congress building in front of family, friends, and island dignitaries. Selected as speaker were Christian Valencia, Jacob Richards as vice speaker, and Stephanie Lorenzo as secretary. The Guam Youth Congress was established by then Senator Carl Gutierrez in 1972, and since that time, the Congress has played a pivotal role in representing the desires and aspirations of our island's youth. Well, a story you're really going to love now is McDonald's has opened its newest and most modern restaurant up in Jigo. Located at the corner of Marine Drive and the entrance to Paris Acres, the dynamic new design was unveiled this weekend during a grand opening ceremony. McDonald's marketing consultant Divina Evaristo explains the new enhancements.
Guam has its first modern design in the outlook. There's no more red tile, peak roof. It's the flat, and there's a yellow swoosh, we call it, which is like the iconic, besides the golden arches, is like iconic feature of the new design building.
The McDonald's store at the Jigo Mobile Station is closing as the new restaurant's been operating for about a month after a soft opening. Evaristo says they've seen an increase in their dine-in business.
Because maybe the furniture has been updated, the interior and the dining has been upgraded, and it's a very welcoming and serene environment to come in and sit down. We found out that our dinner business has really picked up because people have more time for dinner, and they're coming in and sitting in and having their dinner there.
The new restaurant also features the latest digital technology to improve speed and efficiency. There are touchscreen self-order kiosks, digital indoor and outdoor menu boards, and a mobile app where you can make orders anytime while on the road. Very, very cool. Well, a top local printer in business news is branching out from serving mainly businesses to now also catering to consumer needs. Graphic Center, Inc. has opened its new Island Color and Copy store next to its Tamuning office. Vice President for Marketing Jesse Rosario and Manager Kevin Camacho say the technology may have changed the way products are made, but consumer needs have stayed the same.
So if we have a birthday party, you still want that physical invitation versus the Evite, right? You still want that physical banner at the party. So when it comes to consumer needs, I think the needs are still very much in demand.
The print need has always been there. It's just a matter of how fast we could produce it for them. So now with the new technology, we're able to produce a lot quicker.
Rosario says they've created a museum of print in their new showroom to showcase their products. It provides customers with examples of different printing needs from birthday cards to memorial announcements.
So it takes you on a little journey of life, and we try and put out as much samples as we can possibly put out there for people to get some ideas on what is it they want to put out there when it comes to a personalized product.
The Island Color and Copy office is located in Tamuning in the old Mark's Sporting Goods building. Congratulations to them. Well, the title Earn It, What to Do When Your Kid Needs an Entitlement Intervention was awarded Best Family and Parenting Book of 2018 by the Midwest Independent Publishers Association, and most recently was designated a new release bestseller on Amazon. Its author, Dr. Michael Wetter, was on Island over the weekend for a book signing engagement at Bestseller Bookstore in the Micronesia Mall. The doctor is regarded as an expert in the field of clinical psychology and is an internationally recognized clinician, speaker, and award-winning author. Stay tuned. Our birthday shout-outs are coming up next.
Join the thousands who switched to GTA's handset payment option.
Now I can get the freshest new phone at any time. My payments are based on my finances.
No more contracts for me. It's time to get the phone I want when I want it.
With HBO, I get to choose.
Call or visit GTA today to learn more about HBO, the most customizable phone plan on island, only at GTA.
How easy is it to earn reward points using the Alpha Plus app? Here, let me show you. Simply register with the all-new Alpha Plus app and earn reward points while making purchases at your favorite stores you already shop at. Just present the app to any authorized representative to earn your points. Now that was easy. Alpha Plus, make every day a plus.
MTO, professional janitorial services with a warm hospitality touch. MTO gives that gift year-round. Pressure wash roofs, pressure wash driveways, lawn service, home cleaning, carpet restoration, office cleaning, commercial window cleaning, floor care. When cleaning is in order, MTO has you covered. Call 647-6861 to inquire on how you can receive the maintenance you deserve.
MTO, celebrating 30 years with you, Guam.
Are you interested in a healthier lifestyle? Lose weight and feel great with the Boca Box, Guam's first nutritionally sound meal prep service and healthy cafe. They offer fresh and healthy meals to support your lifestyle. Choose from any of our paleo, keto, low-calorie, active performance, or specialized macro meal plans to help you reach your goals. Give us a call at 922-BOCA, that's 922-2652, or visit our cafe in Agana to learn more about our holiday specials going on right now. The Boca Box, real nutrition made daily. KUAM Sports is presented by Triple J.
What's up, Guam? Dave Delgado here for KUAM Sports. Thanks for watching. We'll take a look at some NFL highlights in just a bit, along with your scores, programming news for Friday's games. But first off, girls high school basketball. GW Geckos hosting the St. Paul Warriors. Check it out. St. Paul player Janelise Quintanilla sees an opening in the defense and takes it in between two defenders, baseline off the backboard for 2 points. Warriors swarming on defense, deflection on the pass attempt. Isla Kanata pushing the ball up court. Nice pass to Naya Seguenza after drawing the double team. St. Paul with the 16-0 lead when the Geckos break the press. Aubrey Chargaloff works her way towards the basket and hits the shot off glass. The Warriors come up with another play on defense. Kirsten Silva jumps in front of the pass and takes it the opposite way for the wide open layup. Down 26-2, Haley Benez works her way around the perimeter, picking up a screen along the way for another G-Dub score. St. Paul with the big win, 60-30, to remain undefeated on the season.